Welcome to Fishing Dorset Live.
Welcome back to a Sunday morning. Got the radio mics on charge. I've literally been recording for over an hour to find out the receiver has gone flat. They're supposed to last a whole session, but it hasn't. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's cold. But it's a beautiful morning.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few people about. Fish on a flood tide. It's not a big one, we're on the neat. And there's literally stacks of weed, and I mean stacks. I'm on the lures today. I've only come out for an hour or two. I've already wasted an hour. I've had nothing, so it's about the trying. Obviously there'll be a bit of road noise to my microphone to charge. There's no one else fishing. It's quite nice actually to get it all to yourself. But as normal per every video, this is just for new people that don't watch or haven't subscribed, they've just found the channel. I'm on my Bass Attack from Blackrock, specialist lure rod. 12 to 42 gram with Penn Spinfisher reel, 14-pound braid. This morning, lure-wise, I'll be using, it's not a Pachenko, it's a Pachinko. So hope that name sticks. I've named it, but it's a copy. So I call them Pachinko. That lure has been killer for me. It's worked for me really well. I've had a lot of bass on that lure. Also as well, what I'll be using, I'll give it 10 casts on the top water lure. If I get no takes, which I haven't already, I'll go down to a Miyagi from Kenichi. This lure has caught me some nice bass as well. That is a beautiful lure. That's a shallow diver with the scoop on the mouth, and if you notice, it's got a happy waggy tail. Now that works absolutely perfect. I've kept the clip and hopefully we can see that working in the water. That is a beautiful lure from Kenichi. Blackrock have supplied me a lot of Kenichi lures, and they do really work. Other lure I'll be using this morning if I'm getting no success on a shallow diver or surface lures. I have had a lot of success. Predator lures, guys, check him out. He's local, he's only in Livingston. These have been killer lures for me in Poole. I'm not saying they work anywhere else. Weedless lure. Absolutely brilliant. They are killer. But what is nice, he hand makes these himself. They're under a tenner. And you get 2 complete lures, believe it or not. Yes, 2, my friends. Complete lures for under a tenner. Absolute bargain. I'll put the links in the description, so go check them out. You've got fish showing Blackrock lures, the Kenichis, and you've got the Predator lures as well. I've got choices this morning. I'll give it my best as always. Let's get into a bit of fishing. Let's see if we can get them fish this morning. Let's get out with a surface lure. But this weed it's unbelievable. It's minefield. So you've got to pick your spot and fish in amongst the weed. But those bass, if they're there, they'll be around those big islands looking for their bait fish like baby mullet and the white bait as well. But it's flat, the water's dead flat. Trying to take your pick where the cast with this weeds. It's bad. It's not good. What I'll probably do is give it a quick go here. Move see if we can find somewhere where the weeds not as bad. This is unbelievable. I thought this weed disappeared. But with surface lures, all the divers, you're going to pick up stacks of weed. This is all part of fishing, I'm afraid. It's that time of year. It's not good. I cannot see anywhere. I can cast. I don't know what's going on here. So I'm probably... You can guide the lure in between it. But trust me, those bass will be sitting in that weed, but it's whether you want to put up with it or move. And to be honest, I ain't staying here. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go and try somewhere else. Just having a look further down the bay. I'll have a walk down there. Let's see if it's clear. If not, I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna go elsewhere. The joys of fishing. Move to elsewhere. Look at those landmines. But look at the sunrise. Beautiful. So on a walk down, there is a bit of a clearer patch further up, so I am gonna have a nice little jolly. That's the good thing about lure fishing, it's the walking. You are getting exercise, you're not just stood there. But it's a glorious morning to be out. There's a big old mullet swimming down there. See the waves? Mullet fishing will be my next adventure. I'm gonna put a lot of time and effort into that. Fly fishing and using bread. But one of my subscribers and friend, Rick Phillips, has donated a gifted fly rod, which was his best man's father's rod. Obviously when I do the video I'll name him, but he passed away sadly. Rick was gifted that rod and he kindly donated it to the channel, so big thanks Rick Phillips if you're watching. But what I'll show you in a second, let me just get down these rocks and I'll show you where I am. I've got no radio mics on now at all. I've got them in charge in the van. I have got a bit of a clearing here, so I stand a chance of having a fish for a little bit. There is a bit in front of me, but I've got quite a clear patch and I can go up towards the old wreck. Right, let's get into a bit of fishing. Let's see if we can get something out. As the fishing is a bit poor at the moment, just going to show you what I've learnt, what I've been told in a few comments and by people when I fish with them. When you cast that lure out, bring it in, but bring it all the way right in close. Those bass will sit right in close and they'll take you at the last minute. Don't waste them casts. Retrieve it all the way in. Another thing that I've learnt myself as well. Don't always cast it out. Try up in the margins. I've had a few bass hit me very close into the rocks. They are sitting there waiting in that weed in those rocks for the little bait fish to come by, and they come out, bam. It does work. It's about trying. I've had nothing yet. I've moved location. I'll probably move again in a minute because I had a clear spot, but oh, it's a big mullet just come up there. But the weed's now moving up. But I have got a clear spot in front of the wreck. So I'm going to put my gear together and have a trundle up there. But what I do learn, I do share. I want other people to have success. I've put a lot of time and a lot of effort in learning. And that's what it's about. That's why people watch YouTube videos, either for hints, tips and tricks, or to find people's locations of where they're catching. But the thing is, them fish ain't always in that spot. Fish move about. I could catch 10 PB fish in this spot. Tomorrow, you got no hope. It's about moving. That's what I'm learning with the lure fishing. It's about moving around your harbours, around your rivers. I'm gonna make a move now, guys. I'm gonna move a bit further up where I've got a clear patch. If it doesn't work, I might go to another location. But hopefully those little tips will help you out. It's all what I'm learning as I go, and you all know, just over 2 months now I've been lure fishing. I've had success. I've also had those blanks as well. Right, let's make a move. Let's get going. Right, I've moved location now. There's a big mullet been sat there since I've been here for a couple of minutes. I'll see if I can get down, guys, and see if we can capture it, but I don't know how to get the zoom. But that is one big mullet. Obviously I've got the sun behind me. Let me just gently walk down without spooking it. I'm just hoping now, guys, it's right there. It's just sat there. Let me see if I can try and cover the sun. Nah, I won't be able to do it. But he's right there. Right there. He's just sat there. There he goes. Look at the size of it. Right, hopefully you can see that, but as you can see now, I've got a bit of a clearing, but that tide is coming in, so that weed will come up. I need to get fishing. Best chance while it's free, but that mullet is still sat there. Loads of little mullet around him as well, loads of little baby mullet near him. What I've done now is I've moved round to an old wreck just for a bit of structure, because bass do like a bit of structure to hide around and ambush their prey. And you know, when you get these sessions, you either feel it or you don't. This morning I've not really felt it this morning. I don't know if it's one of your senses when you're fishing. But yeah, I've just not feeling the fish this morning. But it's certainly not from the lack of trying. I've not put a blanking video out, so this could be my first blanking video that I will put out. Just to show you, it's not all good fishing. It's hard going, that's what it is. I see a lot of people lately all the time saying, oh, you catch all the time. I don't. I just show the videos where I get fish, where I get one or two, or I get a couple of small ones. But what you don't see is the footage that I've actually scrapped. I've scrapped so much footage, but I'm out after work, before work, weekends. I'm putting the grind in, guys, literally putting the grind in until I catch. Working that lure left and right there. But nothing's chasing it this morning. I could be wasting me time.
Coming through.
But this is what it's all about. Having a nice walk, beautiful sunrise. You can't ask for much better, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to move around a little bit further. Try me luck again. And like I said, I'm out for probably 2 hours this morning. If it's a blank, who cares? I'm out in the fresh air and I'm fishing. Right, I've moved back to my original spot. Then I'm heading home for some breakfast because I am starving. But I've now gone for the old shad. This weed is unbelievable. I'm going to give it a few casts and a knock it on the head. But it's been a nice couple of hours out on a real nice morning. All I'm doing is cast it out. Nice steady retrieve, that's all I'm doing. But what I'm doing with that surface there, I'm avoiding the weed now. But you just get that feeling it's just not going to fish. And obviously with all this weed about, it takes the oxygen out of the water. So the fish ain't going to be there really. Couple more casts, guys. If I get nothing, I'll do a bit of an outro. Head home, get some scram, because I am absolutely starving. Well, radio mic's now charged at the end of the session. Good or bad, it's the way fishing is. This will be my first blanking video I'll put out of bass fishing. This is what it's about. You can't win them all. But what you do when it's a beautiful morning out, sun on your back. But this weed's been totally against me this morning. Yeah, I could have gone somewhere else, but this is local. I haven't got to travel far. It's been enjoyable. Met one of my subscribers I fish with quite frequently. He's further down. But don't give up. That's the secret. That one of my subscribers, Chris, he fishes here all the time. He hasn't caught, I don't think, yet. But he's down here trying, and that's what it's about. I think he comes down on Mondays when he's got a day off, and another day he gets off. And he don't give up. He's down here all the time trying. I finish work at 3 o'clock. I come straight here by 3:05 and I'm fishing. I'll give it an hour or two maximum. That's the good thing about lure fishing. You don't have to stay here all day with your baits. But what I have learnt, sometimes give it an hour. If it's not happening, just pack up, go home. You can come down in the afternoon or the evening, depending on the tides. And that's the other thing, tides. The tides have made no difference in my fishing at all. Might work for other people. I photographed the state of the tides, which I took a photograph, which I'll put here for the tide today. I've caught low water, I've caught high water, I've caught on an ebb, I've caught on a flood. I can find no pattern to my bass fishing in Poole. Other marks there probably are, and there's a lot more better anglers than me that bass fish in Poole, and they do know their stuff. But this is just what I've learnt. Where I'm fishing Holes Bay and that, I'm just getting no pattern. Tomorrow I could come down, I could literally smash it. But many thanks for watching. Thanks for following my Sunday morning session. It wasn't to be, but that's life. Don't forget, hit that like, that, subscribe. It really does help, guys. Put a comment in there. It really does help the channel grow. We'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget, watch the previous video of my beautiful bass from Evelyn Hill. I'll tag it at the end of this video as well, so go and have a watch that. Catch you soon, guys. Many thanks for watching. We'll consider world of blanking.